Scene script. Have you ever wondered where the game of rugby truly originated? Let's take a journey back to the early 19th century, to a small town in Warwickshire, England. Here, nestled among the rolling green hills, lies Rugby School, the birthplace of our beloved game. Legend has it, a young man named William Webb Ellis, in a moment of audacious inspiration, picked up the ball in the middle of a football match and ran towards the goal. This daring act laid the foundation for the game we know and love today. It wasn't until 1845, however, that the first set of written rules for rugby were established, cementing its place in sporting history. The rules, though they have changed over the years, still echo the spirit of that initial spark from Ellis. A game that celebrates strength, speed, and most importantly, teamwork. And thus, the game of rugby was born in the heart of England. From its humble beginnings, how did rugby evolve to the game we know today? Rugby, as we recognize it, began to take shape in the late 19th century, with the formation of the Rugby Football Union in 1871. This was a pivotal moment in the sport's history. The union was established by 21 clubs from London, who came together to standardize the rules of the game. The first president of the Rugby Football Union, Algernon Rutter, was instrumental in this unification process. With the rules now in place, the stage was set for the first international match. This took place between Scotland and England in 1871. The Scots won this initial encounter, but the competition between the two nations has been fierce and unrelenting ever since. The sport continued to grow, but not without its share of controversies. In 1895, a major split occurred over the issue of player payments. A group of northern clubs in England broke away to form the Rugby League, allowing players to be paid for their participation in the sport. This was a major departure from the Rugby Union's strict amateurism rules. During this period, the International Rugby Board, now known as World Rugby, was also formed. Established in 1886, this governing body oversees the rules and regulations of the sport on a global scale. Over the years, rugby's rules and equipment have also evolved. From the shape of the ball to the size of the pitch, these changes have been made to increase the safety and enjoyment of the sport. The introduction of protective gear, such as mouthguards and scrum caps, reflect the sport's ongoing commitment to player welfare. Rugby's evolution is a testament to its enduring appeal. It's a sport that has adapted and grown while staying true to its roots. It's a game that demands physical prowess, strategic thinking, and a spirit of camaraderie that transcends borders and cultures. Rugby, as we know it today, is a result of centuries of evolution and passion for the game. As we move into the 21st century, how has rugby continued to grow and adapt? Let's roll back to 1987. The year marked a significant milestone in rugby history with the inception of the Rugby World Cup. This competition transformed the sport, bringing together nations from around the globe in a display of skill, strength, and camaraderie. It was a leap forward that sparked a fresh wave of enthusiasm for the game, fostering a sense of unity and shared passion among diverse cultures. Fast forward to 2016. Rugby took another enormous stride, this time onto the Olympic stage. The inclusion of rugby sevens in the Olympics was a testament to the sport's growing popularity and universal appeal. It was a shorter, faster-paced version of the game that captivated audiences worldwide, further cementing rugby's place in the sporting spotlight. And let's not forget the rise of women's rugby. 4 years after the first Men's World Cup in 1991, the first Women's Rugby World Cup was held. This was a monumental step toward gender equality in sports, giving female athletes the recognition they deserved. Women's rugby has since seen exponential growth, with more and more women taking up the sport and making their mark on the global stage. Rugby's journey into the modern era has seen it grow into a globally loved sport, bridging gaps between nations, genders, and cultures. So, what have we learned about the history of rugby? We've discovered its humble beginnings at Rugby School, the formation of the Rugby Football Union, and the split into Rugby Union and Rugby League. We've seen the establishment of World Rugby, the launch of the Rugby World Cup, and the blossoming growth of women's rugby. From a school game to a global phenomenon, rugby's history is a testament to the enduring appeal of this dynamic sport.